huge part of my inspiration as an actor. The HBO TV show I watched probably 10 times all the way through, obsessed with it. Bethesda Fountain in New York is like one of my most favourite places in the world because like the opening credits of that TV show, seeing that as a kid, every time I go back there it's like a pilgrimage site. I can't wait to be back at National. I've not been back there since the History Boys. I've always wanted to work with Marion Elliott, who did War Horse and Curious Instant. I haven't seen Andrew Garfield for years. We did a play, Laramie Project, years ago before he went off to be Spider-Man and all that. So I'm really excited about it, but it's quite a way off yet. They've booked us all like now, they're locking us all in now so we can't go off. So.
Lenora, the BBC's faced a lot of criticism about its representations of both minorities and women, both on the camera and behind it. As someone who kind of straddles both groups and stuff, do you think that enough's been done to tackle the issue in your own experiences working with the BBC and stuff? I mean, what would you say for like minority women actresses coming up, what they should be looking for?
I think, well, from what I gather, the BBC has taken on a huge initiative to address that issue. Yeah. And I know that there are several projects in the works that I'm certainly very excited about that should be... to me, they're not... I don't want to say that they're addressing that because I think they're projects that should be happening regardless. But I personally think that I saw Idris Elba's address. And I think what really, everything he said, I agree with him, but what really stood out to me is the idea that you're missing out, that people want to see themselves represented on the BBC, in their TV shows, and there are way too many platforms and outlets now for that to happen, for it not to just be good business sense to now address this. There's lots of arguments about the amount of people they're trying to cater for, and we're only ethnic minorities are less than 1% of the country and all of this stuff, and it just, to me, it's just now all very redundant arguments and they're just starting to sound like excuses and bad business sense. And as soon as you affect people's sort of pocket, I think they start really taking note, and I think that's what people want to see now. And if they don't do it on the BBC, people start making their own content, putting it on platforms like Netflix and Amazon. They're just going to go elsewhere. So in order to keep up, I think it's in the BBC's interest to take note of these conversations and these concerns and address it. I don't think that it would be seen as doing anyone any favours. To me, it just sounds like common sense. And personally, I know for me, growing up, whenever I saw any black people on TV, I watched. And I watched closely because I didn't see women like me. I didn't see people that looked like me. And if I did see them, they were all in stories that weren't about the black experience. So I think even more than just putting black people in shows, there need to be stories that reflect the black experience, make sense of the black, brown, Asian, whatever experience, because not just for ethnic minorities. I think it's an education for everybody, and I think it leads to a much more tolerant society if we are exposed to each other's stories.
Correct.
It just makes it makes sense, and it's important, very, very important. And I certainly like to keep an eye on things like that and talk a lot among my actor friends about the lack of diversity. It's an issue for sure.
Brilliant. Is that it?
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So first off, just really quick, because I don't have a lot of time, can you just explain to everyone that this look you have going on is not for a role? You just weren't shaving? Yeah, you. Lumberjack aesthetic.
All right, her?
Does she look like a lumberjack to you?
Do I look like a lumberjack?
You don't look like a lumberjack.
So you just didn't shave today?
I just didn't shave.
Today,
he shaved yesterday.
Yeah, yes.
But this is overnight's growth. He's so manly.
In looking back at your experience being on the show, when did you first realize that the show was something very big and that it had this huge response from the public?
I don't know. I feel like we got called into the production trailer by Boosh in season one.
Matthew Boosh, our producer.
He was our producer, and he asked us collectively our opinions on something. I can't remember what it was, but I remember sitting there thinking, this doesn't usually happen, that we as actors are consulted. And then I think we all took it on board, whatever the storyline was, and we talked about it, and it actually materialized into the series. I think that was one of the first times I was like, wow, this feels different. I don't know if it will translate, but I certainly feel like I'm part of something.
I think we tried to do we had like a, when it came to contracts and stuff, we had like a friends moment. We're like,
in the trailer.
We're stronger together and we're all going to negotiate on this, and let's also we only do this for this if we're all together and we're all tell our
we all got the
different
same
nations
money and we
it
all
felt like
were
that's
very
what they did in
open.
Friends, you know, when they were negotiating like $20 million an episode. We're like, come on.
Yeah. Let's all go in
We
there
all said
at
we
a
want
mil.
£400 a month together. Then we get it.
They can't say no. Or we'll all walk.
I know we're pushing it, but
but not only did they receive us so well whenever we ganged up, but we felt heard, and I think that straight away, because a lot of the time you feel a bit like there's this them and us situation going on set, and the people behind the camera is always saying they don't want this, they don't want that, and we're going, who's they? And there was none of that, and that felt special.
The crew are usually a very good indicator very early on when you're
crew.
shooting whether the show is good or not. If they're fans, they'll tell you if they can see that it has legs or not. And I do remember that happening quite early on. You know, Danny and some of our props guys were just saying, this show, we think it's going to be a winner, it's a hit, you know. We just have that feeling, and I think that was quite early on, actually.
How quickly did it change your day-to-day lives?
How did it?
How quickly did it change your day-to-day lives, like fan encounters and all that?
Well, we've nothing in the first series, nothing for me. I mean, I hadn't done a thing, but
we got BAFTA nominated, didn't we? And then after that,
we did.
Yeah.
As soon as the first series went out, and we're walking around Bristol and stuff. And
hanging out together became pretty trippy.
For people, that was
fun. And if we didn't get enough attention, you'd often make some noise. You remember?
No, I wouldn't.
Like do you remember we were in East London and no one was paying us any attention?
I was like, your TV broke.
TV broke. There's 3 of us. Hello. And then someone came up and asked for a picture, and he was like,
please,
thank
we just
you.
want to be anonymous. Just give us some space, please. We want some downtime.
Funnily enough, I think all of us find the whole, and none of us seem very fame bothered or hungry. So that's really helped keep it all very fun and light. And so I don't think it's disrupted anyone too desperately.
Thank you. Cool.
Cheers.
Alice.
Hi, Alice.
Hi, Alice. How's it going? Great hair. Look at Alice's hair.
Love it.
Come here a minute.
Like the longest lead in the world, so. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's a proper piece of equipment there.
It's like Ghostbusters.
Ziggy, Quantum Leap.
Oh, it is Ziggy Quantum Leap, or Back to the Future.
So, if they could find a way of getting you guys to come back, perhaps like for a prequel, would that be something that would interest you?
Yeah, for sure.
What sort of stuff would you like to do?
Everything.
The prequel wouldn't involve us, would it? All together. So I'd want us all to be together, and I feel like I think we just sent the panel then. If it was the afterworld, we're all in the afterworld. We've all gone on. I'm back with Nina. You two are reunited. Everyone's reunited as friends. So maybe we're just kind of hanging out with
in hell.
In hell, and just hanging out
just
with
watching the real
wherever that is, or whether it's another purgatory level, or whether we're in heaven, or wherever it is, or it's just a parallel world somewhere else and we're just existing again.
But that's the exciting thing about the show. There's no rules.
You'd exec it this year as well.
Yeah, I'd exec.
I'd direct an episode.
You wouldn't.
I would. I would. And I'd love it. And you guys would take my direction.
You can do sound.
I can do sound.
You can hold the boom. So
do you like an entire musical?
good with this. So,
A musical.
That could be an idea.
That would be great.
Yeah.
That would be fabulous. And jazz hands.
And did you guys ever get jealous of the others' like stories? Like,
I just got jealous of his clothes. He walked
did you ever
on
want to
like.
be a vampire?
No, I mean I loved playing George. I loved him completely. But I was like, I'd turn up with some scruffy shit, and then he'd walk on like Cindy Crawford
with the wind machine.
Yeah,
exactly. The wind machine everywhere.
Constant, yeah.
Not easy.
Thanks very much.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I might grab some fruit.
I might grab something upstairs, actually. Yeah, coffee or whatever.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Is there one more?
Was there one more for us? Is there time for?
Yeah,
for
did the BBC one? Yes. Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I need to get ready for it.
So do you have any like inspirational words to any like young budding actors?
Oh wow.
Well, I would. My route in was I went to local drama clubs in Essex and got an agent when I was a kid, and I had the best times ever just going to do local theatre studies as a child. And I think the best thing is to find out where your local areas are. A, you'll meet loads of new cool people, and B, you'll have access to like the performing arts, and then hopefully that route can get you into education, which can get you into drama school if you need to go, and onwards. But I'd say definitely embrace your local, clubs.
Yeah, I would say that would be my thing is if you want to be an actor, act. Just find a place where you can exercise your creativity and learning how to work with other people and trust other people. Start acting. Don't wait for Spielberg to call. Just get on with it and find a platform or an outlet for your creativity would be my thing.
Yeah. Just go straight to the National Theatre or something. Good job. That's really good.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.